venue this weekend?
Well, Darlington's just, I think it's tough. There's certain parts of the racetrack that are so inviting to run hard, and you want to just charge it right up against the wall and run hard. But the penalty of hitting the wall is pretty large, you know, and so you gotta weigh the risk versus reward throughout the entire race and say, okay, when do I want to really push this car? Because I gotta save myself for the end. That is a long race. It feels like the Coca-Cola 600. So you gotta have a car that can make it to the end. And I feel like that's kind of been my challenge there in the past. Is I've had very fast cars, but I've always messed it up somewhere. So I just gotta, you know, have a nice clean race.
But hey, last year started on the front row. Led laps, so that is good news. And the same rules package we had at Kentucky, where you finished
second.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm building up.
Is it working? Close. This is working good. I'm still looking forward to going there. Don't get me wrong. We've had fast race cars.
Put them on your fantasy team. Joey Logano going to Darlington. Tonight, the tracks, they get all the glory. However, the race shops are the foundation of a team's success in NASCAR. When the hub rolls on, we take you to one of the more unique workplaces on the circuit.
And what's the big deal about Darlington? We'll get you up to speed on some of the most famous moments and the long history at the Lady in Black.
Weekend since 2003. It has NASCAR buzzing, and historians, they can't get enough. The sport is embracing it with a throwback theme, and NASCAR's most popular driver, well, he is having quite the time. Dale Jr. tweeting this: the teams that show up at Darlington with no throwback scheme will be like those people who show up at a costume party not dressed up. Yep, he's all ready to go with his throwback 88 on Sunday evening. And speaking of throwbacks, we're going to unveil Joey's scheme right now. And with us on the hub, Darlington Raceway President Chip Wild. Chip, we're glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
And we want to hear more about this special weekend in a moment. But first, Joey, let's go ahead and take the wraps off
this thing.
thing.
Check out the race car.
All right, here we go.
The big unveil. Check it out.
There she is.
The throwback Shell Pennzoil Ford.
The cool things about it is the Shell logo is from 1955. Which is kind of the same era as Darlington's the start. And then, you know, it kind of represents a lot of the 60s, 70s, and 80s paint schemes that Shell had kind of going up through the years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be so many cool cars out there like this one, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be a part of it.
So you said that the Shell logo is from 1955, and then you referenced Chip, and I thought you were going to say from the era that he grew up watching racing. That is not where you went. So we're going to keep this in fun mode here. And
but I also
got some other products.
I got some, yeah, so we're doing the shirts to go along with it, which would be cool. And then we got I mean, you just got to do the old school hat, right? So
Absolutely.
I got these for you guys. So
we put these on the rest of the segment?
Yeah. I'm going to wear these every week as cool as those are.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to adjust mine. When you don't have any hair, you got to go all the way across.
It already feels
I feel good about it.
Oh,
yeah. That's a perfect fit, do you think? Please don't tell me how I look.
Are we gonna? I really, back in the day,
Ready?
Back in the day, you got volunteers to help you with the car. You need us to help?
Not you. Take care of the track, please, and we'll take care of the race car.
This whole throwback theme idea, how did that get started?
You know, when we started talking about how we could elevate the racetrack and really make it a special weekend, we looked at our history, and there's so much history at Darlington Raceway. It's incredible the amount of history and heritage that go along with the track. So we felt like, what a great weekend for the league to be able to celebrate how we got here together. And because of the support of people like Joey and the rest of the industry, it's going to be a special weekend.
I said earlier how the historians absolutely love what we're doing this weekend. But how have you felt the response from the fans and what they're doing to embrace what's going to be a special couple of days?
Well, certainly, obviously we know the people that follow it in Darlington are traditionalists, and they love Labor Day weekend. They love our date. And the response that we've gotten from both our local community and the national community has been incredible. Everybody seems to really be getting behind it. People are going to be doing period dress, and we're going to have Grand Funk Railroad playing the Prairies concert, and Tanya Tucker singing the national anthem. So we got a lot of really cool things. I will tell you, now that the 22 cars unveiled tonight on NASCAR.com, we're going to do a vote. And that vote will start. Fans can go in, vote for their favorite paint scheme for the weekend. And then Saturday, the vote will close. We'll get the top 4 to the Hall of Famers who will be a part of our weekend, and we will give a trophy to the winner. So it'll be a really cool deal.
What is this like for the drivers, Joey? Throwback weekend and really being a part of a history-making night.
It's really awesome. Darlington is one of those very historic racetrack. It's special just to be on the racetrack. When you go test there, or at any point you're there, it's like, this is just awesome. Lady in Black, it's got all these nicknames that go along with it. And to be, on the racetrack's awesome, but to see the the paint schemes and going just bringing it back old school as far as we can make it. It's a lot of fun to be a part of it. Obviously, the Southern 500 has a special ring to it, no matter what cars are racing out there. And so it's going to be a lot of fun when we go down there.
I'm thinking about this. You won the Daytona 500. That's kind of a big race. You won the Bristol night race. That's nice to have on the resume. I mean, Darlington Labor Day weekend wouldn't be bad either, huh?
It's tough to beat that. I mean, it ranks right up there with Indy, Daytona, like you said, Bristol, Coke 600, Darlington. I feel like Southern 500 is right there with it. Everybody wants to have that on the resume because it's such a challenging racetrack. And so we can't wait to get there.
We got the throwback hats and uniform. Is this a throwback Darlington?
Yeah, you'll see our staff in this all weekend. We got the throwback uniform, so we'll be ready to go.
All right, we look forward to it. I hope it's throwback prices at the concession stand.
It is.
It is.
We're gonna have a $3 per minute cheese sandwich. So if you want to
You can't beat that.
can't beat it, yes sir.
Chip, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I think it's
awesome
gonna be a
stuff
really
this weekend. Yeah,
let's put on our hats, huh?
Yeah, this looks solid.
Need my hat.
Where's my hat? That's not
Following that.
Darlington is NASCAR's oldest superspeedway. The first race was held in 1950, and here are the men who have mastered it. David Pearson leads all time with 10. The Intimidator just one shy of that mark. Jeff Gordon leads all active drivers with 7 victories. And the Hall of Famers on the bottom of your screen, all part of the 5-win club at Darlington. Well, the track isn't too far from the home of David Pearson.